Well, hello, you important people. Mr. O here. And today's lesson is 3D shapes, three-dimensional shapes. And basically, what does that mean? It means our drawing's going to have some mass, they're going to have some volume, there's going to be a little perspective, and some shading and shadowing. This is basically the second part. You know, I always do 3D shapes after I do a shading lesson, just so they can see how shadows work on the object and outside of the object. I'm going to be using my Ticonderoga pencil. I'm going to have copy paper. I will not need my eraser because I'm going to leave mistakes, and I will point my mistakes out. You know, even as an adult, even as somebody who's done it a long time, I make mistakes. Now, just so you know, if I sat down and I want to do something perfect, yes, I can do that. But just like you, I'm just going to practice, and I'm going to try to get better at it and easier. Because even though I can draw some things much nicer, it probably takes me a little longer than it takes other artists. And I know sometimes you feel like that's a negative because it seems so easy. Don't worry about it. Everybody's different. What's important is that you're enjoying what you're doing, and it's important to you. Never compare to what somebody else does. I'm going to keep telling you that right now. All right, so let's get to drawing 3D shapes. All right, the first shape is called a sphere. And just like I drew the circle, I'm going to use two lines. For me, that's easier. And then I'm going to draw, kind of looks like a bill of a hat. So if you like drawing baseball caps and stuff, just draw that a little larger, even a little, I think I need to do that. Longer there, and I think you can make a nice baseball cap. So I'm going to do my cross hatching for my shadow and do some shading with some light curved hatch marks there. And I have a sphere, very basic. And let's get that turned there. And I do like doing spheres with smudging, get this, but for time's sake, I'm not going to do that for you. And then I'm going to show you two different ways of maybe doing the 3D shapes of cubes and rectangles. So let me just show you a cube. I'm going to start off with a square. And step one, for one way, is I'm going to put a dot in the middle, here and here. And it doesn't matter which direction you actually go. But you see this length? I'm going to go up. This length, I'm going to go out. And I can see I'm a little off. I'm not going to worry about that. Happy accidents, right? And I'm going to go from corner to corner, corner to corner, corner to corner. Now the shadow, I'm going to go out. And you see these lines? I'm going to follow those and repeat that right there. You see how I create the shadow? And then that angle creates a nice little perspective. Okay, remember, this is just the very basics. Shadows and perspective, there's a lot more to it. And I will explore those in other videos. I could put some hatch lines within there. And then there's another way of doing a cube. And there's even more ways than I'm going to show you. And just remember, what I'm showing you is just one way of doing things. And remember how I had you do marks in the middle over here and that length? I'm going to do that length, but it's in my head. I'm going to slant down. And then I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to slant up, and I'm going to connect those lines. We'll take a look at that. Now, there is a little something different with the shadow. You're going to go up. You're going to reverse that look and go up, and that'll give you a good perspective. Do my hatch marks, do my shadowing. Okay, so that's two different ways of doing the cube. And ooh, my line went up there. Like I said, I made an accident. I could correct that, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to do the pyramid right now. I'm going to start off with a triangle. And like I drew in the 2D shape, I go a little wider, do my line, and I'm going to find my middle dot, and I'm going to go straight across the horizontal line. I always want to say horizon line, which is correct. As you can see, and then I'm going to go from point to point, and then do another triangle. This triangle is going to be my shadow. Now, do you actually have to draw a triangle to create the shadow? You'll get so used to, you won't need any guidelines. You'll be able to just do the shadow, and it'll be very easy for you. But in the beginning, it's good to have those guidelines. Next shape, the rectangle. I know a lot of math books call it rectangular prism. I don't know about you guys. My prisms look a little bit different than four-sided. It's only three-sided. So like here, I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go up, and there I go. And just like I did over here, create the shadow, go up, and I'm doing this more just so you guys know not to maybe rush your shadows and shading. And maybe I'm rushing a little too bit in my demonstration, and I apologize. If you guys want to leave comments about, so go ahead and slow down. I just don't want to take your time. This is going to be a long video anyway. I just don't like to demonstrate too long because I know a lot of kids struggle with attention. A lot of adults struggle with attention. Now, I'm going to do the other way, just this way, but with the rectangle. All right, so I'm going to put the dot here. You see this length? This is what I'm going to go up here and make a dot there. So I'm going to go up with that line, and I'm going to go out with that line, the length. Okay? And now I'm going to attach it. A little straighter than the cube. Sorry for messing that up, guys. You guys deserve better. All right? So I hope you can forgive me. And I messed that up. Look at that. There we go. That one goes down. And if you guys want to darken your shadows, you guys remember, if you watch the shading video, you just get your lines closer together, and it will make your hatch marks darker, and you can put even shadows within the shading. Now I'm going to go to another paper for the last two shapes. First one's going to be cone, and just like the pyramid, I'm going to do a wide, but on the base. In the other video I did, I said frown, but it's actually a smile. Put a smile. Yeah, I put a smile there. And it looks like a pizza slice. So if you need to learn how to draw pizza slices, there you go. And then from the middle, I'm going to go out like I would the pyramid. And there you go. I got a shadow. And guys, probably slow down on your, like I said, your shadows. I feel like I'm rushing too much. But, you guys have plenty of time. Now, here's the key. See the curve? I'm drawing my hatch lines with a curve. And I go longer as I go down. Now, if I have any spaces, I kind of put another hatch in there. That'll create a nice little effect. I hope you guys like that one. That's a cone. And then another important shape. Start off with the number 11. You can do this with rectangles too. Just draw 11. Because if you're going to do a coffee mug or something, or even a Coke bottle, they're all cylinder shapes. And I'm going to do two smiles. One smile at the bottom, one smile at the top. But then on top of that, I'm going to do a frown. What do you think? I'm starting to look like a pipe there. And the same as the cone. Go from the middle. And I probably just straighten that. Almost looks like a top of a rectangle there. All right. Bear with me. I'm almost finished, and I can tell you what the assignment's going to be or what I assign students, because you may not be my student. I want this to be for everybody. Now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, when they discover this in the rubbish, and you see I've added a shadow there. This makes it look like a pipe. Now, if I drew this shorter and drew a handle, I can make a coffee cup, and I can actually draw maybe a Coke bottle within there, or a Pepsi bottle, depending on what you, and that helps me give me my cylinder look. These shapes are very important for structures. I cannot stress this enough. People who struggle drawing is because they struggle drawing the very basic shapes. And before I leave you, I'm going to do this right this time, because in the last video I forgot the word not. But this is very important to me. Just so you know this. There's a lot of negativity in the world. You don't have to be a part of it, and you don't have to accept it. But when you feel that, especially as artists, sometimes we feel more alone than others. Just know you aren't alone. There's many of us out there, and we can maybe connect through the digital medium. And just know, hey, guys, I'm done for today. I look forward to doing the next video. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Have a great day. Bye-bye.